One team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And this time it's complete. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Tar Heels pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in his zone here to start this game.
1st and goal, handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
They'll run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And the Tar Heels are in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. And the Tar Heels looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Hands off to the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run it with the fullback. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's a short completion of the tight end. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
A running play called on 4th down. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
Well, great call, Chris. You're still in your own territory, but going for it in this situation isn't as risky as, say, being on your own 20, obviously. So I'm fine with the call, and clearly it works out for him this time.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his second pick today.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Bringing pressure. And he cannot escape.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. And he's got it at the 15. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Incompletion sets up a second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. A handoff to the back. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yards.
positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The shotgun running play call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the left side. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tar Heels. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They put together a long drive last time, but stalled and came up empty. Can they reach the end zone this time? The back's got it on a counter. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. They feed the fullback this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. They'll try to run for the first down. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that previous play. And now the running back's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, drops back. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
He's escaping the pocket now. Hit just as he throws the ball. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Touchdown, Clemson. Strong game by this quarterback.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wasting no time, he's going to go deep on the first play. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Heading left after the handoff. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
He's looking deep here. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Touchdown, UNC. No chance to catch it. And now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Breaks free down the left side, end zone ahead. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense in hurry-up mode. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And the Tigers will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Here we go on 4th down. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2. The Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. The ball is picked off. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
He's free around the 15. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Escapes the pocket. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's complete downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Tar Heels with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds the receiver wide open. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incompletion sets up a 3rd down now for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his 1st down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it on the move. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Tigers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Running for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Touchdown, Tigers! He would not be denied. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That completion sets up a second down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Empty backfield, offense spreading the field to 5 wide. It's a quick grab. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Another great play by this receiver, and I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And the Tar Heels will have first and 10 here. It's a shotgun run call. Fighting off the defender. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
First down and 10. The shotgun handoff here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. They look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Second down after the incompletion. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Fires it to the wideout. Lucky for the junior quarterback, that didn't get picked off.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, that's going to cost you.
Promising start to the drive, but now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The Tigers will line up to kick it away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
He'll test the right side here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And he knocks that one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Now it's second down here. Single back, takes the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Press coverage now from the secondary. Try and muscle for the first down. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. They attack the deep middle of this defense, Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Second down and goal upcoming. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they've got him.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside of the perimeter and set something up downfield.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Snags the quick throw. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And this one is getting ugly. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And on the carry, he's heading left. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They're going to run it here. Breaking tackles. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Here's the second down play. Here comes a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the left side. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Makes a quick grab. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off in the end zone. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him.
It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Quarterback still with the football. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Tar Heels starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, This back elected to run right through him.
Takes the handoff again. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. And the Tar Heels looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Offense facing second and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. They come up 2 yards to the goal line. Can they punch it in here on third down?
29 Philly.
And he drops back in the gun. Touchdown, UNC. And the route is on. And they'll set up with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Throws it to the right. He makes the grab. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Handoff to the single back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And the Tigers looking to run some tempo here. He'll hand it off. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down. They tried to run for it on third and long. A cautious play call. It doesn't work. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, look at the throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the linebacker is really the quarterback of the defense on this play. Diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
And tackled after a small pickup there. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And he'll set up to throw. On 4th down, a short toss to the running back. And he's not going to get there. Rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And they'll bring him down. Short pickup.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And the Tar Heels will line up on 1st and 10. And the offense just takes a knee here. They lose yards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 16. And the quarterback will take a knee. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And the quarterback just kneels down.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today and they advance to the next round.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance.